Hello, this is Vicky and this is my kitchen. And today I'm going to make a standing rib roast with Yorkshire pudding and a delicious Caesar salad. First of all, we start with a nice 4-pound, juicy, well-ribbed prime. I'm going to absolutely use my favorite seasoning, which is called Spade-L. Spade-L Ranch beef marinade and seasoning. It's the bomb. And it comes into chicken and a fish flavor too. So first of all, I will season the meat all over on both sides. Meanwhile, crank up your oven to 500 degrees because I want to do it a char first, a very hot sear first for like 10 minutes, and then like so that it possibly, browns down quicker. Now I've got my pan. I even use one of these 11x9 with a trivet, and always put it on the bone side down. It and cover it, and then do my other things that I need to do. Now I'm going to put it in only halfway through. I don't want to touch any bone, and if I put it in this way, well, I can't get it in my oven. So I'm going to stick it through this side. So I want it to be about so much in. So right there, there's the bone. Don't go close to the bone. Just go right into there. Now you got it about mid-oven. Set your timer for 10 minutes. And after that, we will very much is 1/2 cup of flour, and it's sifted flour, 1/2 cup of milk, and then 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and I use only sea salt, and I think it's better for you. Now take 2 eggs and pre-beat those first, just a little bit, just to get them to be like that. And then mix your batter. Your 2 eggs. Get the edges so it's all incorporated here. This will serve, I'm going to put this batter into the pan that the roast comes out of with the drippings. So it's not going to be individual Yorkshires, it's going to be a whole pan. And this again will serve between 4 to 6 people. After that is done, don't overbeat, just make sure it's all mixed up. Add 1/4 cup of ice water. Rebeat. And you have a nice thin, rather thin, bubbly batter. Now, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator just to keep it cool until the roast is done, because the roast has probably another hour and a half to go. And after we do this, I'm going to make the dressing for the Caesar salad. So be right back. Okay, I'm making my salad dressing for the Caesar salad. What I have done is squeezed a whole lemon, and I will put, first of all, in a 1/2 cup, probably 1/3 cup for we're going to have 5 people for dinner. So 5 would be about 1/3 cup of oil. And I use canola, you can use vegetable. And then add the juice from 1 whole lemon. Add about a teaspoon of garlic powder. Stir that a little bit. Add red wine vinegar, and I would add about 1/3 cup also. Red wine vinegar, your choice. Pretty much whatever you like. Also Worcestershire, I'm going to add about a teaspoon and a half of Worcestershire sauce. And Lee & Perrins is a very good brand. Salt and pepper to your liking. And then one other thing that I really particularly like, and my tastes have grown over the years, but I'm going to add a teaspoon of anchovy paste. Sort of like this. It looks like a worm. Just put that in there and whip it up. Make sure looks kind of creamy. Give it a little taste. Maybe you like a little more salt. Maybe you like, perfect. I love it. It's tart, but my family likes tart. So now I'm going to let that sit and just incorporate and mellow out until we're ready to do the romaine. And so right now we're just going to take a little break and I'll be right back. Brown some pine nuts. So what I'll do is I'll take my pan, get it really good with pan butter spray, put my stovetop on to about medium, and add my pine nuts. So this is another way to toast or brown your pine nuts. I don't do it in the oven, I do it on my stovetop, and that's about good. Probably clean, pretty much. And just let that drain for, you know, however long it takes. Smelling wonderful. Now the pine nuts are starting to brown. Toast, see? They're starting to turn a little bit. If they do too fast, turn them down. You want them to go slow and sort of stir them around. Here to do now is I want to make a horseradish sauce to go with my prime rib. We all love it. And I love to use the fresh ground horseradish. So maybe about 2 tablespoons. Depends on how much your family likes to eat. Then I love Best Foods. I never use anything other than Best Foods mayonnaise. It's my all-time favorite. In any salad, in any sauce. And I'll probably put, and this is about gone, I'll probably put about 3 tablespoons in here. And just mix this up real good. And this is just your basic accoutrement to your beef. So mix that up, put it in the fridge, wait till your dinner's ready, and everything. Now these are starting to brown, so you keep stirring them and wait until they get a brown and a nutty flavor. We have our romaine that's been completely rinsed, cleaned, and I'm going to cut it in small pieces. Not overly browned, but they're just toasted enough. And this is very adequate for us here. That's about all I'll do. And then what I'll do is I'll put some it's pretty rinsed and it's pretty already, you know, not too much liquid in there, but I'll do. Okay, my buzzer went off. The prime rib is done. So I am going to take this out. And it looks wonderful. Look at this. Wow. Perfect. Crank up your oven to 500 again. Okay, that's going to be for your Yorkshire. But meanwhile, we're going to take this little puppy off of here. And onto my rack, or my chopping board. You can discard the trivet. Keep your drippings. See how much drippings are in here. Probably for this amount, you've probably got maybe, 1/4 of a cup of drippings. That's good. That's good. If you don't have enough, remember these aren't individual. This is a plate of the Yorkshire. So you want about a tablespoon per 6, so that's 6 tablespoons, a fourth of a cup. That's enough drippings. Keep that aside, and now what we'll do is we'll temp this roast. I want it to sit. I want it to sit, and I want all the juices to collect if they're and some will come out. And then you can always put those juices into your au jus. And it keeps cooking. So, you know, I took it out at about 117, 118, but it'll cook up to about 120, 121 maybe, and that'll be medium rare. Really medium rare in the middle, medium on the outside. Our family likes it that way. So, okay, now I've got the drippings in my pan, ready to go in the 500-degree oven, which I'm going to do that. And I want to get it smoking hot, so that's going to probably take about 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes. I have chilling out here. Keep whipping. Put that in there. But for right now, we're just waiting for the pan to get smoking hot. Okay, I think it's smoking. Yes, it is smoking hot. Whoa, whoa, yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is a quick whip. Sweet. Okay. Take that. Get your little spatula, wherever that went to. Anyway, we're going to put that right in this smoking pot. See? Perfect. Thank you very much. There we go. See how it distributed evenly? I've got some hungry people here looking at me. Okay, so what we're going to do here is pop that in the oven at 500 degrees. 8 minutes. Do not open that oven door. If someone wants to open it, you slap their hands and you tell them, no way. Once that's done for 8 minutes, you turn it down to 400 for another 8 to 10. And then you can check it. But right now it's on 8 minutes. The au jus is looking awesome for 8 to 10 more minutes. Let that sit. Meanwhile, I'm going to carve the roast, and yes, we do have some drippings, which I will put in to my au jus. Good stuff. It's a good body. And that's about the size, and I'll probably hit a bone, but what I'll want to do is put my fresh grated Parmesan cheese in about, I'd say 3/4 of a cup, or this amount. You know, so what you want to do is just sprinkle some Parmesan cheese here now on this. Toss it a little bit on your pine nuts. Your toasted pine nuts, which smells so good. Pudding is done. Is that beautiful or what? And the key to this is serve it immediately. Look, it just kind of just shrinks from the sides. Just cut it into serving portions and people will want more. But there you go. Okay, we've got our prime rib, our Yorkshire pudding, and our Caesar salad ready to go. Thank you again, and we will be back because I have so many good recipes for you. you will not believe. And easy. So see you later.